everybody, welcome to the stream. It is the Daybreak Classic at Pinehurst number 2. How is everybody today? Alright, we're just gonna do one round tonight. It's gonna be the first round of the Daybreak Classic at Pinehurst number 2. Hard difficulty, soft green, slow, weather is clear, almost no wind. Alright guys, let's go. And it's a 2-round event. I changed it to 2 instead of 4.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. The opening round of the Daybreak Classic is on now. Hello everyone, thrilled to have your company this week. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy following the action out on the course. There's great anticipation in the air, and we're delighted to have you with us as we begin this next event on 2K Sports. We head down to the first tee now.
Your current FedEx Cup leader right now is Maddie.
Okay, let's see if this one sets the tone for the round today. Handy effort, that one. He's setting up for his second shot. Yeah, a quality shot from him. We'll be pleased.
You know what? That deserves a golf clap.
And he's down there. You got a read?
Don't be fooled. It starts straight, but there's definite movement to the right at the end.
Well, that's a nice way to start, writing a little red number down on the scorecard at first.
Can't birdie a ball unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
He's currently in a share of top spot. The second at Pinehurst number 2, Rich. Tee it high, let it fly.
It's a big hole. You want to aim it at that waist area down the left-hand side. And from there, your second shot to a green that sits slightly above the fairway. And plenty of runoff areas all
Wow,
around.
that was bad. 4?
There's some thicker stuff there. Steady on.
Wow, hit that one.
John, do you have any info down there?
Hey guys, I'm down here checking out Rose Zhang as she gets set for her next shot here on the 13th.
Let's come off the blade beautifully. So close.
Oh!
Okay, time to return to the action. Well, she was a popular star in the amateur ranks, a college star as well, but she's quickly become a star in the women's game, hasn't she? Rose Zhang continues to shine out here on tour.
Making the transition from great amateur player to winning on the LPGA Tour, it's not, she makes it look seamless, which is absolutely not the case. And very few in the game are actually able to do that. And I think if you look in the history of it, only the greats are able to make that transition from amateur game to professional game and not be bothered by it at all. And she looks to be one of those players. I'm looking forward to seeing how her career progresses. She's going to be one of the greats. Pretty good shot there.
Nah.
Well, a little
Could've
off the
been
target
better.
with that one.
Yeah, that sucked. Same wave high to the crowd, but yeah, that sucked. Okay.
A 7-footer right here. That's
Nope.
disappointing.
Wow.
And this one will be for double bogey.
Double
sitting
bogey.
at 1 over
Yikes.
for the
Go to
day.
+1.
The third hole is another par 4 here at Pinehurst number 2, but not a long one.
A driver not required, just anything to put your tee shot in the fairway. Second shot will be shortish in length, but again, a green that has runoff areas in all kinds of directions. Still a good birdie opportunity.
Oh my god, that sounded awful.
This one might roll into the rough, I think.
That was nearly in the nasty stuff. Now it's on the fairway, sitting pretty.
This shot is about 140 yards out.
140. See if I can get that back.
He is looking left.
Wow.
Here's a chance to get up and down
should've
from the
been
green
bad.
side bunker.
That's awful.
Oh, what a wonderful bunker shot.
There we go.
Putting for a par
Sandy
now.
safe?
Our work
Yep,
here is done.
it
Let's
is.
head to the next hole. And that'll see him move up the leaderboard after that effort. The fourth hole is a par 4 with an elevated tee shot.
Your tee shot through a little bit of shoot there. Fairway cambers from left to right. Next shot, straight back up the hill. You got a little bit of room out to the right-hand side that you can
There we
use
go.
to bank your golf ball off of and get it back on the green. This is a daunting prospect of a hole.
Not bad shot.
Four left.
4 left. Look out. Oh, God.
That's a shame. Had a chance to hit the green, but couldn't quite get there.
And another missed green in regulation. My, oh my, this has been a long day.
Yeah,
He
I've
has
been
this
worse.
putt to save his par.
And it goes. With a par right there.
Trailing by a couple of strokes now. Pinehurst number 2, originally designed by
And
the
for
legendary
45th.
architect Donald Ross and restored recently by Core Crenshaw. And the fifth hole is a real feature, isn't it?
They've done an immaculate
No,
job
I
here.
slipped
Tee
out of
shot
that.
runs parallel in the opposite direction to the fourth.
Or
Fairway does
right.
camber from right to left, so a draw
Oh, okay.
more than likely with your second shot, but you don't want to miss this green to the left. There is a massive run out, and that golf ball will keep going and going and going until it's gone.
Oh, God, I missed that.
That one
hit.
might
God
trickle into the
dang
rough.
And that's just sneaked into the second cut of rough.
it. Oh, my Jesus. Get Matty. Slipped out of my hand on that one.
That's not the shot he was hoping for. Sitting
No.
at 1 over.
Slipped it out of my hand.
This one looks to be on a pretty good line.
Oh!
Okay, that'll end up pin high. Just 3 feet to the cup.
An all-important
I got it, thank
putt
God.
for par.
Our
Slipped out of
current
my
leader
hand
is
on that
enjoying
one.
a one-shot lead. The sixth at Pinehurst number 2 is the first par 3 on the property.
Yeah, not too much to this one other than the fact that you've got a minuscule green here and you got a lot of runoff areas into both bunkers, right and left. Difficult
Yeah, I pulled
to
that's
find the
going left.
surface in one. par is going to be a good score.
John, give us a small update.
Hello up there. We are checking in down here
Hello.
with Lydia Ko as she gets set for her next shot here on the second.
Hell yeah.
This one's heading on a pretty nice line, I feel.
Hey! Close.
And back to the play, shall we? And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
I'd say about
God.
24 feet.
Goodbye,
to the
hit a
cup from here.
house.
Or was that a rush of blood?
Yeah, that was.
This is a par putt. John, have you got a read on this one? What's it going to do?
Well, it looks like this one's going left to right.
The
Oh,
dreaded
Matty!
shove always hurts on the greens.
Should have
Oh,
stopped.
that's a shame.
God
Just a
dang
little
it.
bit too much oomph on that putt.
No kidding, I did.
18 feet to the cup. That's a good-looking putt, that. Ooh.
Close.
Just a short putt remaining here.
There we go. Wow. Both hit
And a
too
little
hard.
slide down the standings after that hole.
Well, we see where I started before.
As you begin the 7th hole, a par 4, angles are of the premium.
Yes, dog leg from left to right. The longer the hitter, the more of that dog leg they will cut off, reducing the hole in size, which will be helpful because you get to go into this raised green with such a short iron.
Good looking shot, this.
There we go.
Let's catch up with the action on the second. Time to turn our attention to Will Zalatoris.
There will.
Oh, that one skirted the edge of the hole.
Oh!
Let's return to live play now. Standing over his second shot. 5 shots off the lead. That's a high caliber shot, that one.
That's a nice shot.
Great shot into
Oh!
the 7th and a chance for birdie.
Wow.
And down
Birdie
it goes.
okay to get back
Let's head to the
there,
next.
but down to +3.
Currently at +3 for the round.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
The 8th hole at Pinehurst number 2 works his way back up the hill.
Only the longest hitters are going to be able to find this green in 2, but if they want to keep it on this green, they're going to need a little bit of luck here
Oh
because
my.
this green, no bunkers surrounding it, but there are very few flat
man.
spots around it. If you want to make birdie, you better have a keen short game.
Oh, well played. Playing this
I'm
shot
okay.
from about 180 yards. Currently 4 shots off the pace.
Nope.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. And he's safely on the green with that shot.
Nice shot there.
This putt right on 12 feet to the hole.
This for a birdie run. Oh, that was such a good stroke.
Oh,
That's
yes, it
consecutive
goes.
birdies now, and look at the reward.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Trailing by a few shots after that hole. The 9th hole at Pinehurst number 2 continues to feature a green that has so much going on, whether it's crowned or domed, but there's a lot of slope.
And there's a lot of slopes running into some bad spots, isn't there, Luke? Front, you're going back into the bunker. Long, you're going into a bunker. Try and hit it out to the right-hand side into a little flat, safe zone. Take your 2
Bunker,
putts and go
I'm
on from there.
afraid.
Time to get the flat stick out now. And he needs this to save par. All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
Ah, missed that one.
Going left
God,
to right,
Ryder.
it looks like.
Setting up here with a very long putt. That's a lovely looking stroke.
Getting better. Looking nice.
Oh, so close. Well judged. And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. And it's a one-stroke par par for our leader over the field.
Roy McIlroy's out. Matty's +3.
The back nine at Pinehurst number 2 starts with a par 5.
Just a long straightaway par 5. Really not much to it off the tee. Second shot, you've got to be mindful to put it your third shot in a good position to maximize spin so you can control what the golf ball does once it lands on this green.
Try to aim at that.
Good way with that.
No, look out. Goodbye. Wow. Oh my god. Please tell me that's out of bounds.
Hey, that's golf, isn't it? You get some good
Oh
breaks
my
and
god.
some bad ones.
Somebody clip this, please. I'm gonna try to shoot it down here. Look out! Oh, 4? Oh my god.
Time to take a look at a Will Zalatoris highlight.
Look
Hold
at
on,
the touch
we're going to
that
number
this man
5.
possesses.
Oh, that's the shot. Go ahead and make one. Don't worry about getting it up and down. Okay, let's get back to the action. Will Zalatoris is someone that everyone attached themselves to very quickly. He made that explosive start to his professional career. He's already ridden some serious
Matty, what are
back
you
injury
doing?
issues. But he shows a lot of heart and character, doesn't he? Because he's fought back very quickly.
He has. He's one of those players that he's silly talented, isn't he? The ball striking is absolutely amazing. You know, we've talked a little bit about his putting a little bit, but he gets past all of that, doesn't he? He just gets the job done time and time again. And I think that's what's going to be his legacy, is that he's out there. He's just going to be a grinder. He's not going to go anywhere.
Oh.
You know, when you go head-to-head, you're going to have your hands full. He's just one of these all-around really, really solid players in the game. And I love the way he goes about his business.
There we go.
He's looking to hold this now for a double bogey.
There we go.
And he's moving down to 5 over for the event. Over to the 11th tee, where you've really got to be quite accurate off it in this par 4.
Your driver not really necessary off this hole. You just need to make sure you find the fairway. From there, you've got 2 bunkers on the left of the green protecting wayward shots and a third back right. This is another solid hole.
Lovely, lovely rhythm.
This is his second shot.
Uh-oh. That might be heading for the stands. 4.
Pretty sure that one's headed left.
4.
Don't know where that one came from. Left field, I imagine. Ah, it's a little wayward. This would be a great up and down. And if this can go down, he'll save par. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
I got a pretty good look at this just now. Looks like around 36 feet to the hole.
Okay, let's head to the next. Now 7 shots behind after that.
Wow. +6.
The 12th hole, Rich, stop me if you heard this, a par 4 that ends up with a crowned or domed green.
That's exactly what Pinehurst gives you every single hole,
Yeah,
it seems
try to
like.
find one
A
to start
decision
off
must be made off the tee. However, take the driver and hit it past
except for
an area
that.
or lay it back.
Wow.
However, the second shot is a little bit kinder green, it must be said.
Wow.
Birdie is actually an opportunity.
Not if you try to do something like this. Well, we'll go
This
to number
is a
2.
lengthy putt here. Oh, he's put a pure putt on this. Good speed too. Will it go in?
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
And back to the course with the live action.
Live action on that one. Or if you want live action on this one right here. At least I'm doing fine, but that.
I'll
Oh,
be
shoot!
disappointed to have reached the shot limit on this hole. That's all right. He's got a chance to impress on the next one. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage.
Wow.
The
Well, I had
13th hole
live
here
on
at
that one,
Pinehurst,
didn't I?
number 2,
Oh, you
Rich.
saw
Just
that
another
live
one
on
of these
stream.
beaut par 4s.
Another one of
Sorry,
these par
guys.
4s where you got to find the fairway somehow, hit a fiddly little cut with a 3-wood or a driver. Again, second shot back up the hill to a green that is domed shape. You need to make sure that you leave it below the hole here if at all possible. This green gets scary fast.
Oh, yeah.
That was wonderfully done.
There we go.
An opportunity for a birdie here. Well,
And
every
it
player just
goes
looks
for a
a little
birdie.
piece
There
of
we go.
momentum, and that was one right there. Now moving to within 3 strokes of the cut. And this player's moving up on the leaderboard after that hole.
By the way, guys, I hit the wrong thing, so I've done that.
Rich, we're standing on the
once today.
14th tee, and you feel like there's a chance just to get after one here.
Decisions to be made.
check,
Do you take
please.
driver and try and fit it around that fairway bunker, or you take 3-wood and lay it back of it? If you take driver out, you're going to have such an easier second shot. 3-wood, a much longer shot, but there is room to bounce this golf ball into the screen, not as severe on the edges as others.
There we go.
And now intrepid on-course reporter, John standing by.
I'm on the 3rd hole now. Tony Finau's just getting ready for his next shot.
Oh, hi, Tony.
Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole.
Oh!
Oh, that's a lovely looking shot into birdie range here at the 3rd.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
This one from about 160 yards out.
Oh, God.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron.
No, that's
Just
way
a little
left.
right of the green.
Way right into the sand.
That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say.
That's been the
You
story of
think?
the day, isn't it, Luke? Has missed a lot of greens, and you can't afford to do that on this golf course.
Not on this golf course.
This
I can
putt
tell you that.
is about 8 feet.
This is to save par.
Nope. Hit it too early.
And
There we
that
go.
puddle drop. Well done. Currently plus 13 for the event.
Moving down the leaderboard, Luke, never a good thing.
Never good. No.
Well, this wonderful finish to Pinehurst number 2 truly starts at 15, the par 3.
This green is so difficult. It sits above you just enough, and it doesn't look like there's anything there. You're hitting to a wall right in front of you, and all you can see is the golf ball disappearing in every direction other than right in the middle of this green. This is visually probably one of the difficult shots on this course.
And that's going to be a pretty good outcome, that one, in the circle of friendship.
Not a bad effort right there from long range.
Not a
Big
bad
breaking
effort at
putt. He
all, no.
just didn't quite read it right.
3-putt
Gonna
par
be
will
an
do.
easy par.
Yep, nice shot.
sitting at 13 over for the event. On the tee now, the par 4 16th.
There we go.
Well played, mate.
Thank you.
This is his second
Sorry
shot.
about that, guys. I hit the wrong thing earlier. That's going left. Set.
Wow.
No.
What happened there? And this shot from the bunker. Ooh, right by the hole. A bogey putt awaits. John, have you got a good read
that
on
way I
this
can't
one?
hit anything
Starts out
today.
straight enough, this putt, and it should take
There
a
it
little break
goes.
to the
Thank
left
you
as it
very
nears the
much.
hole.
Let's take a look at Colin Morikawa. Oh, I like the look of this. Could it go? Oh, what a touch of class.
Oh,
Holds it
what
from
a
the
nice
sand.
shot.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. The penultimate hole at Pinehurst number 2 is an absolutely delightful par 3 with some wonderful history, Rich.
I cannot look at the 17th hole and not think about the shot that Payne Stewart hit in there back in 1999. It was just glorious. And when you stand on that tee on 17, that's the only image that you want to have. Payne Stewart swinging, balancing, finishing it. Oh, it was
Get in
artistry
there.
at its best.
Currently plus 13 for the round. And this wonderful championship test ends at Pinehurst number 2 with an uphill par 4.
Blind tee shot here for these players. That's the difficulty here. Just pick a spot in the distance and give her a whirl. From there, you actually have an opportunity on a flat-ish kind of green, not nearly as severe as some of the other ones on the golf course. Right-hand side will get a strong workout because that is the most severe. But if you miss it on the left-hand side, you never
that
know.
one.
Finish in style with a birdie? Why not?
Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
Starts off looking good. No harm done. Nestled it up close.
It's a lot slower going up the hill than what this player read.
There
He
we
finishes
go.
up with a par at the last.
Wow. Yep, Matty missed the cut. Fortunately, Matty missed the cut. Tied 102. That's not good. Plus the 11 on 12, which I hit the wrong button, but that cost me dearly.
Well, Beamer, you never like to see anyone have to slam the trunk this early, but unfortunately, an early exit after failing to get through to the weekend.
Luke, every player faces this at some point in time, even the greats. You miss a cut. It's never a good feeling, but you learn from all the mistakes you made, you move on, and hopefully forget about it or fix the problems before you tee it up next time.
Yep.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Bean, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.
You missed the cut with the Score Plus team. The game will now still into the next playable event. Yep. Sorry, guys. Matty missed the cut. You were cut. Yep, I was cut. Yeah, at least I got some good boost. And got some level schemes too. Unfortunately, not good there. So Xander Shopley is your winner of the Daybreak Classic. Fortunately, Maddie drops down to 102nd. So, with a winner +3, but unfortunately Maddie is +13. And he drops to second in the points ranking. Ooh, spin 3 there, thank you. Lost 2,000 followers. Yeah, I did, I'm sorry. Daily quiz play term was 50 and a round completion of 51 because I sucked. Well, I guess nobody wanted to see that one. But we are going to make one change. We're going to go back into the regular events. We're going to do, you know what? No, we're going to keep it at 2. Yeah, we're going to keep it at 2 because actually the rest of it makes sense. Okay. But first, oh, Tim Anderson, our agent. Let's see what he has to say. Thanks for the heads up. I'll check it out. Thank you. Will Salvatore joins me at Farmers Insurance. I accept. So you know what? We have time for one more. We're gonna play one round of the training wise. We're gonna skip that. Let's see what you got for the practice round at Torrey Pines. You bet you believe it. Let's go, because I need to practice. Because I can't play like that again. All right. There we go. Okay. Wow. Okay. Oh! Alright, so +1 right there. Okay. There we go. That's going right in the bunker. Yep. Thank God I'm doing practice round. Wow. Oh! Oh boy. Well, that's a double. Okay. Okay. Try to get up there. There we go. Oh! There we go. So nothing really. Alright. Like that. 15 for the shots off the green and 300 for the combination wizard. Sweet. Alright. Alright, be right. Alright, hold on 1 second. All right. Farmers Open is now open for business. And you know what? Everyone's playing 2 rounds events. But signatures, majors, and all that will go 4. The rest of it's fine. All right, guys. Let's go. Time for the little Torrey Pines South for the Farmers Insurance Open. Here we go. For those of you that stayed, welcome. We're going to play the first round of the Farmers Insurance Open.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're on the cliffs of La Jolla, California, the famed Torrey Pines venue, and it's our opening round coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open. Hello all, I'm Luke Elvey. It's terrific to have your company as always here at 2K Sports. Alongside me in the booth is Rich Beam, and out on the course is Henny Quack and John McCarthy, following all the action. And Beamer, certainly set up for a stunner today at Torrey Pines South. What do you think these players face this week from the course?
They face a rude awakening. They haven't played too many golf courses yet this year, but
oh, here we go. Xander Shockley is
leading by
leading by
exactly
three.
How good a shape your golf game is in.
Leading by one as we head
ruthless.
here on.
And if you're not careful,
it's a
you can go out
2-round,
there and
so
shoot a big number in a hurry.
This
It
live
tests every
coverage is on
facet of your game.
CBS.
This golf course is an absolute brute.
Now
then
to
we
the
will
first
move
hole.
into the 4
Before
rounds
we get
after
into
this.
today's action, I'm getting some word that there's a rivalry brewing between Will Zalatoris and our featured player. Henny, surely that can't be right.
Luke, you have heard correctly. There have been texts, phone calls, many exchanges in the lead up to this matchup between the featured player and Will Zalatoris. Things are getting pretty tense down here. It's going to be interesting to see how things play out today.
Thanks, Henny. That's interesting stuff. I'll be interested to see if our featured player does indeed do well against Willie Z. Okay, he's got that one in the air, heading out onto the fairway. And that's going to set the tone for the day.
Not bad.
He's setting up for his second shot. This putt is
Not
from
bad,
a
but
long
not,
distance.
not worse.
John, what's the line on this putt?
It's looking like this is going to be a hard break to the left.
And I went that way.
That's a nice looking putt. Judged it well. Got a short one coming up. 7 feet to the cup. Well, that's a no
There
fuss
it
par.
goes,
They
there
get
you
the
go.
round underway, Rich.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole played.
And it's Xander Schauffele in top spot as we move to the next.
What's that with Torres? He's +1. That's not good. He's 40
The second, a short par 4, one that the players like to take on these days, Rich. A good birdie look here.
They do. It used to be where you laid back on top of the hill and took a wedge, 9-iron sometimes for your second shot, but a lot of players now are challenging that bunker down the right-hand side, getting as far down there as possible, and just having a flick with a sand wedge in for their second.
How about 306? Yep, that'll do. Oh!
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
This putt is of 9 feet.
There we go. Sorry about that, you guys.
It's disappointing. So close to a birdie.
Missed that one.
In she goes.
All right.
Let's head to the next.
Back-to-back cars.
And a sight we're used to seeing a lot. Xander Schauffele in top spot.
Still leading by 3. Finishes round 3 under. Not bad there.
There are so many stunning golf holes on this entire property. And this third, the par 3 downhill, certainly one of the elite holes on the course.
I like it when they move this tee box up and it's only a wedge, because when they make it a 5-iron or more, this thing gets really difficult firm green, actually tilts away from you towards the ocean. This is a really difficult green to find.
We need this one to bounce right.
Yeah, that was great wind management there.
There you
A
go.
chance for a birdie if this goes down. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
You know, to my eye, it's looking a little left to right.
Oh, Maddie!
Just a tiny putt is all that remains.
Well, that
He's in
goes
a share of 7th place. One of the hardest holes on the entire property is the par 4 fourth, Rich. It is a strong, demanding hole right from tee to green.
I love this hole. Just take it out of those bunkers on the right-hand side and hit yourself a nice little baby draw. And from there, you have probably one of the coolest green complexes, I think, on the golf course. Really difficult to make birdie, and actually you're pretty happy making par. But I'm telling you what, sit there and enjoy the beauty of this hole. It's a doozy.
Hang on 1 second. Did he get? Oh, nice shot, Maddie.
That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite.
Nearly
Oh, yeah.
doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
If he can hold this, he'll move inside the top 5. And so
Nope.
close to the birdie. What a shame.
Wow.
Now that's got to be frustrating. Hit such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert. He finds
But-
himself currently tied for 5th.
I was gonna say tied for 5th right now. Not bad.
There's a real
Maddie.
premium on your tee shots here at Torrey Pines South Course. Keeping ball in fairways critical, and that is illustrated also by the par 4 5th.
This fairway cambers from left to right, which helps a fade on this hole. However, don't get too overzealous and pull it, because that fairway bunker down the left, that sees a lot of action. Second shot is a green that pitches back towards you from back to front. That's got a lot of movement over on the left-hand side.
Well, that sets up a birdie putt, even if it is from long range.
Nice
And
shot,
now
Maddie.
this to move into a tie for 3rd place. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Yeah, he's got just over
Pushed it.
16 feet here.
Aha!
And that should secure the par on this one.
No 4 pars across the board.
No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. Rich, there are a number of strong holes on this outward half, but the par 5 6th, the players are definitely thinking birdie here, but it's all set up by the tee shot.
It's a nice reprieve, this par 5. Just a little bit dogleg from left to right. Keep it shy of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and almost every player will give it a go in 2. This is a 3-tiered green with a low area over on the left-hand side that sees a lot of action.
Rich, we know these days with the PGA Tour, the wraparound schedule, the tour begins in the fall, but really it's felt at the start of any new year that every time you come to Torrey Pines, the big stars come out to play. It feels like the authentic start to the season.
It certainly
Yep.
does that. And I think that the big name players, the accomplished players, love coming here to Torrey Pines because it's going to give them a gauge of exactly where their game is at and what they need to work on.
Wow.
Because you can't go around either the North or the South Course and geek it around. You have to be on your game. You have to drive the ball well. Your iron
Oh
play
my
has to be
God.
spot
No!
on, and your short game better be sharp, because if not, you're going to shoot a million. Both of these golf courses very challenging, but they're fair, and I think that's what the players love about it. If you're in a good zone mentally and everything is going well physically, you can produce a 64 or 65. But if you're hitting it poorly and you're not thinking squarely,
There
I'm telling
we
you what,
go.
77s and 78s come into the equation real quick.
Xander Schauffele is leading as we move on to the next hole. The par 4 7th, a little dog leg left to right. Again, positioning of the tee is key.
Lovely tee shot here. Just take it out those bunkers on the left-hand side and hit yourself a little baby fade. From there, you've got a green that sits above you slightly and also chases away from you just a little bit, believe it or not. This is a really good, strong par 4. Par is a great score.
Atta boy, good shot. From around 140 yards here. 4 shots behind our leader.
Nope.
Looks like this one's bunker bound.
Yeah.
A little off the mark on that approach shot.
Wind got that one and took it wayward.
And that is a wonderful bunker shot.
Here we go.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
I don't mind the look of this.
Ooh, this is tasty.
No, he did not.
Go to your home. Oh, no. That's just about 3 feet away. And down it goes. And as we take a look at the leaderboard, it's Xander Schauffele in first place. The 8th at Torrey Pines South is an uphill par 3. It can be a hole in one hole, or it can be an absolute brute to even find the green, depending on where that hole location is.
This green is not deep. It's wide. It's got a lot of movement from east to west, just not a lot of room north to south. You find the right section of this green, you could find yourself a nice little deuce.
Hole this and move inside the top 10 on the leaderboard. And that putt just was never hit hard enough. That hole's done. Now 4 back after that hole.
Oh, I do have time. All right.
The par 5 9th is a monster over 600 yards, Rich. Challenging, to say the least.
I think the challenging part about it, Luke, is it's just straight away. You have to hit a straight tee shot, a straight second shot, and a straight third shot to find the green in 3. It really is just that simple and straightforward. The green does have 2 tiers on it, but for the most part, Luke, it's an inviting third shot.
Bit offline, that one. You're now into the lap of the golfing gods.
Ah. Not a bad shot, but I had to do something about that.
Well, this is not a good outcome. Buried in the deep stuff. Nicely done.
There you go.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
The rival is ahead of him. He needs to get something together here.
Let's get back to it, shall we?
Nice shot from
And
Will
now left with
Zalatoris.
this to move into a tie for 7th. All right,
There
Rich,
you
we've
go.
made the turn now into the final 9. What are your thoughts so far?
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
That's a bad mess.
Oh, that's a tough break. Henny, how bad is this lie?
Yeah, this is setting up nicely. It's not going to cause any troubles.
Opting for the 9-iron.
I tell you what, from the rough, nice.
Oh, go!
Oh, you beauty! An eagle! That'll help make a big move.
This shot was absolutely perfect. Looks just as nice on the second viewing.
And at the conclusion of that hole, our featured player remains just a spot behind the 2024
Time for
PGA
a second
champion,
on that
Xander
long
Schauffele.
shot. Oh, yeah,
And after
was
that good
perfect on
play,
the stream.
moving up the leaderboard,
There aren't too many easy holes here at Torrey Pines South, but the course certainly gets tougher as we head to the par 3 11th.
And not a big target either. You got deep bunkers both
Oh,
left
no.
and right. You got a shelf up there top left. This is just a strong, difficult,
Oh, God. Heads
lovely,
up, sorry.
if you like, par 3.
Standing over his second shot. Only one shot off the pace. Ooh.
Oh!
Wow, that was impressive, particularly out of that lie. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's feeling good, just birdied the last hole.
Come on, don't stop now. Keep on.
Okay, let's get
There
back
you
to
go.
it, shall we? A par putt on the table.
Oh, no.
And this one will be for bogey.
Ouch. Well, them's breaks.
And as we check the standings, our leader has a one-stroke advantage. We head to the 12th hole. This par 4 is as big and as strong and as tough as you find anywhere on the PGA Tour.
This 12th hole is probably one of the toughest tee shots players will face out here. They know they have to hit a good tee shot, a long tee shot, to have any chance or hope of making birdie here. You miss it a little bit out to the right. The rough over there is horrific. You do find the
326,
fairway,
not
though.
bad.
You got a green that tilts from back right to front left, making the second shot so much more imperative to not get it above the hole. Second shot, leave below the hole at all costs.
Oh, there you go.
That was special.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
Good chance, this one. Right on 6 feet.
He's got this one for birdie.
Got
And
it.
after that, he'll move to 2 under for the tournament. All right, Rich. The par 5 13th. So much has been said about it. I'm interested in your thoughts.
This
love
is one of the most interesting par 5s you'll ever play. If you hit a good tee shot, find the fairway, and you have the opportunity to reach, then happy days. But if you don't find the fairway or can't reach, now you've got to lay up into a low area where you're going to have a third shot that's absolutely blind. This third shot could be one of the most difficult third shots on the PGA Tour, bar none.
Had to blow it up. Oh,
Oh, that's a great approach shot.
Already had a few birdies today. This for another.
Just 9 feet remaining to the hole.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Heading
Got
to the
it.
next hole, this player is currently tied for a share of the lead with Xander Schauffele.
Matty tied for the lead. What a comeback.
Over to 14 we go,
Right
a
now.
par 4.
And a really good par 4 once again. Dogleg from right to left. Those bunkers on the left, you don't want any part of them. And from there, the difficulty is judging the distance with your second shot. This is an infinite edge look from the fairway. So when it pins in the back section of this green, it's nearly
Back,
impossible
I'm not
to
a good
judge
shot
the
either.
distance. This is a wonderful, wonderful design.
I'd be booking
No,
in for some
no.
lessons if I was swinging it like that. That's
Oh,
disappointing.
God.
Distance control nearly impossible coming out of this rough.
Was on a good line. If he makes this,
Okay.
he'll save his par.
No. Well, there goes the lead. At least for a little while.
And the
There
putt
we go.
drops, and we're moving on. Just one off the lead after that hole. "15 works slightly back inland here at Torrey Pines South, but you still need plenty of focus."
Why are the straightaway par 4s the hardest ones? We have another one right here. It's just straight away with the drive, nothing fancy about it. You find the fairway, and you're left with another long iron second shot.
There we go.
You got a front right bunker that should see plenty of action. The one on the left, though, that's a big no-no spot, as this green does tilt pretty good from back to front.
This shot from around 210 yards. One stroke off the lead. Looks to be going with the 4-iron. And that one has found its way onto the green. That's a good shot, but some work ahead still. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Okay, he's behind in this rivalry. Let's see what he can produce.
Uh-huh.
A chance to get to 3 under with this putt. Henny, what's he facing with this putt?
I've been all around this, tried to read it, just can't see it, but he's got about 22 feet.
A bit long on that one. 5 feet coming up to the cup. And
There we
it's
go.
Xander Schauffele in first place. Well, the finish at Torrey Pines South captivates everyone. It really starts here at the 16th, par 3 playing across the ravine.
This is underrated difficult. The green is big in size, but it plays awfully small because there's really small sections to this green. The front, the back right, and the top left. If you find the right section, job well done. If you don't, it's going to be a difficult 2-putt to say the least.
Here's Will Zalatoris.
Oh, looking good, Will.
Yes, sir.
Okay, time to return to the action. And this putt to move into a share of first place. And he's down there. You got a read?
Yeah, I've got it left to right and quick down this hill.
Nope.
Overcooked that one.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt.
Not
He
bad,
just
I'll
didn't
take it
quite
anyway.
read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
And after that hole, this player is in second in the standings, just 1 spot shy of Xander Schauffele. Your ball striking certainly gets tested off the tee here at 17 as we head for home at Torrey Pines South.
They moved this fairway to the left alongside the canyon a few years ago, which really enhanced the beauty, but also the fear of this hole. You have to challenge the left-hand side because the bunker down the right is really no good. From there, the green, it tilts from back to front mostly with a really low section over there on the left-hand side. However, it still is a promising birdie opportunity.
And he's got it onto the green, but still outside the range. Bit of work left to do.
Not bad.
Putting for
Worse.
par. And that's the
In
kind
it
of
goes.
fighting spirit that keeps a good round going.
Nicely done. Well-fought hole right there. Bunkered off the tee, but makes that nice par save.
He's currently in second place on the leaderboard. Well, the finishing hole at Torrey Pines South is a famous one. There's been so many cool memories that have happened over the years here. Go for it in 2.
If you get the opportunity, why wouldn't you? I mean, this is probably the best risk-reward par 5, or one of the best on the PGA Tour. You find the fairway, just the water there on the left-hand side fronting this green. It's going to make you think all day long, do I have enough? Can I carry it? Should you find the green? Yes, you got a decent opportunity at eagle, birdie at worst, but you start missing it left and right. That's when things get a little bit dicey.
And that one has failed to escape the rough. So he's got more work to do here.
Oh, I didn't see this as possible. What a shot.
Yeah,
Trying to get to
worse.
3 under par with this putt. John, have you got a read on this one?
All right, this putt is going to go up the hill and to the left.
And a relatively good putt from that distance.
Around now in the books.
All right, we'll
Good
keep
luck
it at 2
next
under.
time.
70 and a 34, 2 under par, not bad. A 70, not bad. And Will Salvatore missed the cut, unfortunately.
And as this round winds down, he finishes in a tie for second. Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
So Xander Shopley is leading by 1 with a 69. Nice. Maddie with the 70. 18,000 followers and a 54 there. Yeah, so about 58,000. That's actually not bad. All right. But next tournament, we are doing this now. We're going back to very soft here, very slow speeds. And for the events, we are going to keep it at 2 rounds. I think that makes total sense. Let's see if I agree with that. We are playing, don't worry. Actually, the next event is the Pebble Beach. And then we go to 2 rounds there, 4 rounds, 2, 2, 4, 4 rounds there, and then go to 2 rounds, and then, yeah. So, actually, I like the 2 and 4 rounds. Anyway, alright, you guys, that will do it for the stream. I appreciate you guys sticking around. Sorry you guys saw me with a miscut, which was pretty funny. Let's go see if I can raid him this time or tonight. No, I can't raid him. Alright. You know what? Let's go to my buddy USN. He's doing the ultimate bracket for the Sweet 16 action. So, let's go join him. I appreciate you guys joining around. I will see you guys next time. Have a good one.